set and often racing, and Smith left the stalls very awkwardly and gave away several lengths, but at least it's a 2-miler. He's got time to make up that lost ground. This is the Garhigh Handicap Class 6, and Humanese is the one that takes them through the first furlong. In the cheek pieces down the centre of the racecourse, Sullivan Bay on the left, and the beige colours moving to within about half a length, however, as they come up the home straight for the first time. Tracking them, Queen of Steel in the pink and light blue colours, with on the rail then Longaroo, who's trapped there by Miss Tiki. Scylla in the hands of Mikael Mortensen, and the pink and purple diamonds follows, and then the blue and white hoops of Phoenix, and then the catching up Smith in last place. The 8 runners then separated by about 8 lengths, funnily enough, as they go past the judge with a circuit to go, and they move across towards the Derby trial start here as they head towards the side of the racecourse. What looks to be a nice even gallop as well in this 2-miler, as well as they race away from us. And it's Humanese with a narrow advantage, only by about a head or so. Sullivan Bay on the outside, Callum Hutchinson already in the winner's enclosure this evening. These are 3 clear now of Longaroo, who's ahead then by a length of Queen of Steel in 4th. And then Miss Tiki on the inside is followed through by Scylla. Then a length and a half away back to Phoenix. And looking on at the rear still is Smith, still well in touch. Allowed to get a breather, perhaps, having made up that ground in the hands of Molly Gunn. Moving across towards the far side of the racecourse now. They've got just about a mile left to travel. And taking the turn over on the far side, and Longaroo is just hanging right out to the right on that bend and is losing ground on it as well. Has dropped away, Longaroo, Dara Keenan, and she's almost unrideable, I'm afraid. Dara's even struggling to pull her up. She's out of the race. Meanwhile, the runners head over on the far side. They're inside the final 3/4 of a mile now, and the 2 leaders, Humanese and Sullivan Bay. Sullivan Bay on the outside. You see in the background he has managed to pull up Longaroo. Maybe the tack might have failed, maybe. Back in 3rd on the inside is Miss Tiki. Alongside then Scylla, who's made up some ground. Phoenix is next. And then still in touch is Queen of Steel. The one that's struggling is Smith. Having made up the ground, he's now got daylight between him and the rest of the field. They're already swinging down the hill towards the home straight. And when they turn in, they'll have just over 3 furlongs left to cover. These two have had a right old set 2, really, haven't they? And Humanese is trying to shake off Sullivan Bay on the outside. Down the home straight they come. 2.5 to go. Scylla on the outside is under pressure, closing down on these leaders. Then Miss Tiki. Phoenix on the far side for William Carson is really beginning to pick up the ground now as they race towards the final furlong and a half. And dropping away now Sullivan Bay, as on the outside here comes Scylla. Mikael Mortensen striking the front, approaching the final furlong. Between them, Humanese and Phoenix on the rail. But this is Scylla, and with the first time cheek pieces, she's going to come home and win her first race in good style. Scylla goes on to win. Very tight for second. Running on, Queen of Steel on the outside with Humanese in the middle and Phoenix on the inside. That goes to the judge.